Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Euroman Movie Report, the show where I talk about a movie I have recently watched at my local movie theatre. This week I'm going to talk about Solo, a Star Wars Story. Solo, a Star Wars Story is of course the second of the Star Wars anthology flicks, movies which takes place mainly before the original trilogy. And this story is basically about Han Solo, Harrison Ford's character from the original trilogy. And we meet a young Han Solo played by Alden Ehrenreich, or what the fuck his name is, and he grows up on a planet called Corellia, a planet where the Imperial Navy have the shipyard, one of their shipyards, and he is a bit like Ezra Bridger from Rebels knockoff. They even call him Rats something in the beginning of the film, and he is a thief for this sock puppet snail thing, whose name I cannot remember. And him and his girlfriend, they want to escape Corellia, and they attempt to do so after a speeder chase. And Solo escapes. She doesn't, and he swears, "I will come back for you." And a couple of years later, Solo has joined the Imperial military, and he runs into Woody Harrelson and his gang, who teaches him how to become smuggler, criminals, whatever. And that's basically what the movie is about. Him farting around with Woody Harrelson, Thandie Newton, and his Harrelson's crew. And they want to do a heist for Paul Bettany, who plays this gangster with these strange tattoos in his face, or wounds, or what the fuck it is, I don't know. And is this a good Star Wars movie? No, it isn't a good Star Wars movie, because Alden Ehrenreich, he cannot act. It's like when he tries to be funny, or something like that. I don't know why that guy was cast, but he doesn't look like Ford, he doesn't sound like Ford, and he cannot act. So I don't know why, who he bribed to get that role, that's beyond me. But originally, you guys of course know that this movie had been almost completed by the guys who did the 21 Jump Street reboot movies, but according to sources, Kathleen Kennedy, the big boss at Lucasfilm, she was so unhappy with what the Lord and Miller had done with the Solo property that she booted out their asses and hired Ron Howard, Bryce Dallas Howard's dad, to basically redo the movie. Because one of the rumors is that Lord and Miller had turned Solo into a comedy, and Lucasfilm didn't want a comedy. But I hope if they do a movie with a young Han Solo in the future, that they recast Han Solo, because Alden Ehrenreich, he should stick to selling soda at 7-Eleven, because he cannot act, in my opinion. But Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian, he does a good job. Paul Bettany as that gangster whose name I cannot remember, he does a good job as well. And the person who voices that L337, or what the name of Lando's droid is, she does a good job as well, and so does most of the other actors. And in the end of the film, there's a cameo by a Clone Wars character, and here's a spoiler, of course, that's Darth Maul. You see him in a hologram, but that said, it's like he was shoehorned into the movie, maybe doing a reshoot to capture the interests of the the Clone Wars crowd, because Darth Maul is mainly known, he was in The Phantom Menace, of course, but he was mainly known for his part in the Clone Wars TV series and the Rebels TV series, of course. But the great thing about that, his cameo here, is that they used the voice. I cannot completely remember the voice of what the guy who voiced Darth Maul is called, but it was fun to hear that guy again. Yeah, and Woody Harrelson, he just, I'm Woody Harrelson. What do you do, kid? He's just Woody Harrelson. So this movie is horrible. It has some good CGI in some scenes, but the acting is, and Alden Ehrenreich's acting is, So anyway, is this movie a good movie for a Star Wars fan? Yeah, if you have read some of the other expanded universe comics or stories which tells a different backstory of Han Solo, you will not like this film, because it's just stupid. So all in all, did I like it? Yeah, it is okay, but it's not great. Rogue One is much better than Solo, a Star Wars story. But to rate this film, Ron Howard is a credible director, and most of the cast do the best job they can do. And Alden Ehrenreich, where as I said, he should retire from acting. But if I'm going to rate Solo, a Star Wars story, I will give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Your main of Euroman's Movie Report. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you like this movie talk / movie review, please give it a thumbs up. And you can click a link in the description, which will take you to a playlist where you can watch my previous movie talks / movie reviews. But I will return next week with another movie review / movie talk. Until then, have a pleasant weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.